Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. We've already seen some great plays from this year's rookie class, and there will surely be more to follow as we move through the month of November. Now let's look at the rookies leading the charge with their play in the Rookie of the Year race. You look at Williams, not really the start he wanted to have for his NBA career, but the season is young. He can still fight his way, guys, into the conversation.
And it's been a fairly drawn-out adjustment period for him in the early stages of his rookie season.
Yeah, I thought he'd be playing a bigger role than he has been, let's be honest. Like, the talent's there. We know that. But he just hasn't been as assertive as he needs to be.
Here's the starting group for Colorado Springs. Alperen Sengun out there with Buzelis. Then it's White. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Russell in at the 1. And for Atlanta, Mark Williams is out there with Durham. Then it's Young. Then it's Daniels, and it's Edwards in at the small forward. Shot clock at 5. Here's Buzelis. Sengun from down in the low post. It goes. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
Here is Russell. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Sengun inside. Defended by Duran. Sengun no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Here's Buzelis. After the basket by Atlanta, Mann finds Russell. Buzelis with the ball, working on Williams. The shot by Buzelis, no good. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Atlanta. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
Derek White.
Just willing that one in. That's a tough shot there by Russell.
Edwards looking it over. Here's Durant. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here is Russell. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. And here's White. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Pass to Mann. Now, here is Russell. Nice ball movement by Colorado Springs. Now White. Knocks down the 3 ball.
There are the point guard skills of Russell. When he's sharing the rock, this offense runs so much smoother.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
So it's Colorado Springs now after the basket by Atlanta. Buzelis sets a screen for White, and they call an illegal screen here. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Jalen Duren, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Young against Russell. Duren with the screen on Russell. Young passes to Duren. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Colorado Springs. They trail by 3. Pass to Şengün. Now Buzelis. Oh, good with the triple.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Edwards' shot is good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Colorado Springs trails by 5. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Şengün. And Colorado Springs missing again. For Atlanta, they've gotten 6 of 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And Young kicks to Daniels. Lets it go. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Pass to Buzelis. Now, man. Now, here's Şengün. Defended by Duran. Just 5 to shoot. Here's White. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Loads it up for Williams. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 14 points per, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 8.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Colorado Springs decides to take their first timeout right here. Atlanta making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Thompson. Back to White. Young against Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's White. And just miss after miss right now.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Got a piece of it. Edwards against Şengün. Edwards kicks to Daniels. Young from outside. And it's Derek White with the rebound. Colorado Springs trails by 7. Pass to man. Here's Buzelis. White wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land. White's got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Thompson in the corner. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Mason, he checked in for Jalen Duren. Now here's Edwards. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
And the shot goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Şengün with a screen on Edwards. And Şengün throws it down.
Yeah, setting a solid pick and then getting himself open. Şengün playing really well in that part.
Outside Daniel. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young sets a screen for Edwards. Pulls it from the elbow. And that one comes up a bit short.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And going against Colorado Springs, their first meeting on the year.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
I don't know, but I do know that they're looking at the possible finals matchup. These are two of the league's most dangerous teams, no doubt.
Atlanta making some changes. Keegan Murray's checked in for Edwards. Grady Dick comes in for Daniel. And Fears is subbed in for Young. Thompson surveying the floor. Thompson sets the pick for Fears. Off target from three-point range.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Valanciunas with a screen on Dick. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by LeVert. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for Colorado Springs. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Fears. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Detroit. Pass to Mason. There's the three. 4 on the shot clock. And good that time.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Colorado Springs has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Valanciunas with a screen on Thompson. Unloads from 13. Rebound Atlanta. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Pass to Valanciunas. Oh, trying for it. Stolen by Mason. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Here's Fears. Down low. Here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
5 to shoot. And Colorado Springs missing again. Atlanta leading by 6 to the middle. Here's Mason. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Atlanta.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And the first one drops. Young's checked in for Fears. Reedy's checked in for Colorado Springs. White comes in for Karis LeVert. And Mason drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you, Kevin.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Young's shot is off. Colorado Springs trails by 6. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. Launches it. Taps in the tray.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Reed with the steal. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now just a 1-point Atlanta lead. Young pass to Murray. To the paint. Stolen away. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Young against Valanciunas. Over Young. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Murray against Valanciunas. Here's Young. Makes it off the glass.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Atlanta. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Brady Dick is out there with Young. Then there's Mason. Then it's Keegan Murray. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. So it's Colorado Springs now. After the miss from Trae Young. A 3 ball. Hands it from downtown. He's got 8.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Inside, it's deflected. And here they come. Here's Mason, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Outside, White. 3-pointer. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Well, that is the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And that one falls for White. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
And he makes all three.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Young pass to Murray. Pass to Dick. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Here's Young. Following the basket by Derek White. Mason. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the line.
The Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Colorado Springs trails by 3. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Here's the screen. Pass to LeVert. Over Thompson. Goes back up. Here's Valanciunas. And another shot. And he sinks the layup. 10 points for him.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Stats for Young. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, he averaged 25 points per, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit. Mason, the pass to Dick. 6 to shoot. Young from outside. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. With the step back, Murray outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Mason. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Colorado Springs. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. And here's White. He's covered by Murray. Valanciunas with a screen on Murray. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just one on the basket from White.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Young pass to Dick. That shot missing. Nice D from Valanciunas. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Colorado Springs. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Timeout called here. Colorado Springs decides to talk it over. Edwards has come in for Atlanta. Colorado Springs also with a sub. Şengün's checked in for Valanciunas. On defense, Atlanta. It's a three-point game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's White. And Colorado Springs missing again.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Murray finds Young. Outside Edwards. And here is Mason. And it's blocked by Şengün.
It's good to see Şengün come up with that swat. When he's engaged, he can be an impactful rim protector.
Down low. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And stolen by Şengün. Here's White. Lays it up off the glass. 17 points for Derek White. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Colorado Springs?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Atlanta on D, following the basket by Derek White. And yes, it's good. White's got the lead up to 3 now for Colorado Springs.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And Young kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
For Colorado Springs, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Şengün inside, guarded by Mason. Şengün no good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss, barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Edwards against White. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. Nifty move. And it's Derek White with the rebound. White's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Anthony Edwards on top.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Mark Williams is checked in for Mason. Jalen Duren comes in for Keegan Murray. Grady Dix checked in for Asar Thompson. And Daniels subbed in for Trae Young. He's perfect from the line this time. Atlanta trails by 3. Atlanta calls timeout.
Guard.
Mans checked in for Colorado Springs. So it's Atlanta now. They trail by 3. Pass to Dick. Out to Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Colorado Springs ball. And this is what the schedule looks like for Colorado Springs. On Saturday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. The season is young, but they are starting to find their form.
Russell against Daniel. Nice D from Russell. And it's Colorado Springs ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. It's been an interesting journey for D'Angelo Russell. He's had multiple stints with the Lakers and Nets, Richard.
Yeah, before turning 30. That's a pretty rare occurrence. He's already been traded a few times, but give D'Lo credit. He is a professional and always
Edwards. During the pass to Edwards.
The shot fake by Edwards, a move we don't see a lot anymore, but it can still be very effective.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for Atlanta, Anthony Edwards, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And Edwards drops them both. Colorado Springs has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Over to the wing. To the paint. Here's Şengün.
I love seeing Şengün go up strong, leaving no room for error with that finish.
Atlanta trails by 3. Edwards passes to Daniels. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Buzelis. He had 22 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
And also active defensively. 2 blocks to go with kind of his overall floor game.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Pass to Duren. Outside Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Williams dishes to Daniels. Now Dick. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Williams sets a screen for Edwards. And stolen by Şengün. Here's Mann. Dick defending. Mann passes to Russell. Clock at 6. Here's Şengün. Poked away. Atlanta trails by 4. Pass to Duren. Russell against Daniel. Here's Duren. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Now, here is Russell. Şengün with a screen on Daniel. And it's Russell missing. Pass to Daniel. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Colorado Springs has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Now, Mann. Now, Şengün. Atlanta with the rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dick passes to Daniels. Pass to Duren. Here's Dick. Fires from deep. They get it back.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Now Russell. Şengün with a screen on Daniel. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Atlanta leads by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
When I look at Atlanta, right now a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages.
I usually only see Shaq drool when it comes to food, but their performance on the board tonight, it's getting to him a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie, I like what I've seen.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Derek White has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Atlanta's shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Setting the floor for Colorado Springs. We've got Terrence Mann. Alperen Şengün out there with Buzelis. Then it's Russell. And it's White in at the 2. Edwards, no good. Pass to Buzelis. Now Şengün. He's covered by Daniels. Outside Russell. Shot clock at 5. Going inside. Here's Mann. From outside, off the mark. And Atlanta has possession. The lead is 2. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Colorado Springs shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Pass to Mann. And here's White. Şengün with the screen for White. 5 to shoot. Right side Russell. Over Young. Russell, no good. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Daniels passes to Duran. Now, here is Young. Driving in. It's stolen by Buzelis. And Colorado Springs pushing it up now. Here's White. And Colorado Springs missing again.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Williams passes to Edwards. Good. A nice assist for Williams. Edwards got 13.
And so good off the bounds. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
White setting the pick for Buzelis. Puts it up from 12, and that one drops. Buzelis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
And the first one at the line is good.
An already legendary trash talker and fiery competitor. Edwards' hunger to win and be an all-time great is admirable.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Russell against Young. Russell passes to Mann. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it. Buzelis' shot is good. Buzelis has got his second basket of the night.
And the way Buzelis can space the floor really makes it tough on the opposition.
Pass to Williams. Here is Daniels. White covering. Young looking around. That's tipped. Fires from the wing. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game. White the pass to Russell. At the elbow, it's Şengün. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Şengün's got the game tied up here for Colorado Springs. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Edwards. They're in high post. Pass to Buzelis. For the lead. Atlanta with the rebound. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Daniels kicks to Williams. Here is Edwards. Launches a 3. Şengün with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Russell against Young. Russell passes to Şengün. Now Buzelis. Over in the corner. White just 5 to shoot over Daniels. And it's White missing. For Atlanta, they've gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of Milwaukee with the break.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Atlanta, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Dyson Daniels.
And he can't get the first one. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's White. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Edwards with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. That one good for 2.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Russell dishes to White. Pass to Mann. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Buzelis. Williams with the block. And they're able to recover. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 3-point Atlanta lead. And Colorado Springs shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Back to Russell. And he banks in the layup.
Staying cool inside. Russell doesn't want to waste a point-blank look like that.
Atlanta calls timeout. Atlanta making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Here is Edwards. He's got 19. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his third assist on the night. Pass to White. Lets the three fly. Sinks the triple. 10 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Daniels with it. White covering. And here's Young. Nice move. He lays it in. Young's got 6.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Pass to Buzelis. Off target from outside.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Duran sets the screen for Daniels. On the wing, Thompson. Young outside. Clock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now a 5-point Atlanta lead. For Colorado Springs, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Pass to White. Fires the three. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Thompson kicks to Young. And no good that time. Colorado Springs trails by 5. Now, here's Şengün. Defended by Duran. Daniels with the steal. Trips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Timeout called here. Colorado Springs decides to talk it over. Some changes. Mason checked in for Duran. Keegan Murray comes in for Daniel. And Dick subbed in for Young. And then for Colorado Springs. Minod's checked in. And Karis LeVert subbed in for White. Colorado Springs trails by 7. Pass to Şengün. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
You guys can absorb contact as well as Şengün. That's a tough shot.
Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Şengün is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense.
So it's Colorado Springs now. Anthony Edwards making his last shot.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Thompson. He's got 11. Here's Dick in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They set the pick to the inside. Dick with the steal. Outside Edwards. Back to Dick.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here's Edwards from the arc. Misses off the left iron. Here's LeVert. Atlanta with the rebound. Now here's Murray. Thompson finds Edwards. Crosses over. Edwards, he is a bruiser.
And getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
Pass to Şengün. 1:09 left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's LeVert on the wing. Over Edwards. No good off the back of the rim. Atlanta leading by 9. It's up a 3. No good there. Colorado Springs has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Tries from 10. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Atlanta. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dick passes to Edwards. Now Dick. At the elbow, Edwards. Shoots over LeVert. Connects on the 17-footer. Edwards got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Three-pointer, LeVert, and no luck with that time in the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Atlanta up by 11. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Colorado Springs trails by 11. They've got Mason. Young is out there with Dick. Then it's Thompson, and it's Murray in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's LeVert. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
To the middle, and stolen by Thompson. Pass to Murray. He takes it in. Yep, that one goes. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Valanciunas. Rebound Atlanta. Murray's got his 5th rebound in this one. Young outside. Pass to Mason. Here's Murray. The kick out to Young. Clock is at 3. Offline with his 3. LeVert with it. Fires for 3. A rebound by Young.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Timeout called here. Colorado Springs decides to talk it over. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Colorado Springs coach had some advice for the team over the break, and it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers, players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now here's McCollum. The tray. Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Here's Edwards. Anthony Edwards hammers it home.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Young against McCollum. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Edwards dishes to Young. Back to Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Screen by Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Superb movement in the screen and roll. Gotta reward Şengün for that.
Atlanta leading by 12. Outside Edwards. That shot off the mark. White with the defensive effort. Jacks up a three. Rebound Atlanta. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Stolen by LeVert. Over Thompson. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made 1 shot yet. I feel for him.
Edwards against White. Shot from 12. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so LeVert will bring it up for Colorado Springs. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Murray. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Atlanta making a switch here. Dick's checked in. Edwards against White. Here goes Edwards. Edwards with the screen. Lets it go with the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Here's McCollum. Şengün trying to free himself up, and the layup falls. McCollum's got 7 points for the quarter. Atlanta leading by 13. Thompson, a screen on White. And Edwards puts up a deep three. E.J. McCollum with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Young with the steal. Inside, here's Mason. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
They double-team Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McCollum. Rebound, Atlanta. Young's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low, and stolen by Şengün. McCollum outside. Pass to Şengün. Young against McCollum. Back to Şengün. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Young.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Şengün with the screen from McCollum. Pass to Şengün. Now White. Back to Şengün. Colorado Springs needs to get off a shot. Over Mason. Şengün, no good. Atlanta leading by 15. Dick in the corner. Buries it from three-point range. Dick's got 6 here in this quarter.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Now here's White. Cullen passes to LeVert. Back to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. Good defensive work there by Young. Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. To the paint. It's tipped. Back to Edwards. Thompson outside. Here's the floater. Second chance shot.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
At the line for Atlanta, Asar Thompson, taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Duren, he's checked in for Atlanta. Tyson Daniels comes in for Dick. That one is no good. Colorado Springs trails by 18. It's White on the wing. Pass to Şengün. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Şengün's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, up and unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Looking at the start of Şengün's career, here's a guy who's really stepped up his game, has become a key player for them.
Mark Williams is checked in for Atlanta. No luck that time either. Atlanta leading by 18. Here's Edwards. White pulls it down. Russell outside. White outside. Here's Buzelis. Edwards defending. Now White. Daniels with the steal. Right side, Edwards. Daniels against White. Edwards. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Colorado Springs. Timeout called here. Colorado Springs decides to talk it over. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
High post, Şengün. Duran's on him. Out to the right wing. It's tipped. Just 5 on the clock. Man finds Şengün. That one misses. Atlanta leading by 21. Outside Williams. Pass to Edwards. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. A three-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And here is Şengün, defended by Young. And Colorado Springs missing again. Atlanta's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Atlanta.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out a punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Pass to Fears. 51 seconds left in the fourth. And here is Mason. Now Fears. Reed covering. 4 on the clock. A nice shot by Fears.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Now here's McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. Atlanta with the ball. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Dick. Now Fears. He's guarded by McCollum. Fears' shot is off. And here's LeVert. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.